Hello. I want to do a little update. I'm going to try not to take too long. I think I'm going to start changing up my week because I structure my day and then I structure my week. And I think there are some things that I don't have to do every single day in order to improve at them. There's some things I want to do every day, and especially when it comes to physical body, I know what is really good to do every day and what you don't have to do every day, not even if you're a professional Olympic athlete. And I put so much pressure on myself to always do everything in one day that it kind of made me have a meltdown yesterday when everything comes down crashing, because I'm managing all these goals with my health, fitness goals and dancing and mobility and strength and all that. And I also do weightlifting. I don't record it, but I do that. And then I have other goals like the way I build my home and taking care of my plants and keeping my home really clean. I'm literally a professional cleaner for work, so my standard for my own home is really high. And I do that like every day. I do tasks. And then I'm finishing my degree, and that requires a lot of work as well. And I was trying to do homework every day with all this. I do things for my business every day, whether it's going door to door, whether it's building a new piece of my website, whether it's interacting with a client or doing a job. I do that. And then I have all my creative projects like dancing and singing and even YouTube, and the video games, especially on YouTube, are kind of like a creative outlet. The YouTube video game content. And then I try to manage my finances every day, and I try to do all my spiritual practices every day. And I think it's too much. It's too much. Especially going to the gym for 2+ hours. I lost, I want to say like 5 pounds this past month in May. I lost 5 pounds. And that's kind of a loaded thing to say because a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I could lose. My losing 5 pounds is other people's gaining 5 pounds. It's your body working against what you're trying to do. And although a lot of people glam up having a fast metabolism, I struggled with an eating disorder. It's not anorexia, but it's kind of similar to it. And so I used to be very, very thin, especially as a little younger kid. And it took me a long time to heal from that. And if I'm doing too much, especially exercise-wise, I'll start to lose weight, and it's not good, and it's not healthy. And I get further and further from my goals, and I get weaker too in a lot of ways. So I'm splitting up my week in the types of exercises I'm going to do each day. I'm not going to do ballet every day. I'm not going to do calisthenics every day. I'm not going to do a full fucking workout every day. I'm going to piece that together differently. I also have a beauty routine that I do throughout the week. I don't do a face mask every day, do a hair mask every day, nor should you, but I have now that spread out throughout the week. And with all of that as well, there are things that I will do every day. And that for me is going to be singing. And that for me is also going to be stretching. Stretching is a great thing to do every day, as well as things for my health that aren't exercise related, like skincare, all that fun stuff. And my spiritual practices. And I need, especially as a business owner now, I have to start taking days off. And it's anxiety inducing because there's always work to do and you always have to continue building. But if you don't take days off, you will literally explode. And that's what happened last night. I made a video. I just wanted to like vent, and it ended up with me literally having a meltdown. Literally having a meltdown in my car. And I was like, okay, things need to change. Things need to change. So that's what I'm doing. I'm changing up my schedule so that I have a daily routine and a weekly routine. And I'm gonna make it all happen. I know I will. And I've made so much progress with my business, and it's really difficult. Like, breakdown crying, difficult. Many days. And the only reason I feel so fervently that I'm gonna be really successful and really happy and make it is because I know I'm never gonna give up. Because I tried that. I tried that before. And it doesn't make anything better. It just makes you hopeless and want to give up on life and want to end everything. And your dreams just sit there and haunt you until you decide at whatever age you are, you know what, maybe that thing that's been whispering to me, that's been calling me for years, since I was 10, since I was 16, that same dream has always been the same. And maybe I need to just start working towards it. And now I'm learning there needs to be a readaptation to how I work towards it, in a way that doesn't burn me out, in a way that doesn't whittle away my body and erode my body, because I'm working it to the bone every day. I need to have grace and branch things out in a weekly way, and maybe even in the future a monthly way. But for now, it's going to be weekly and daily. So I ended up talking for 7.5 minutes, but that's my update.